Hello, welcome back to this channel. In this video, thank you for shutting the door. In this video, we are going to be going over week 2 of the December workouts preparing for January 2025. Like I said in the last video, there has been so much going on in the world this past year, as always, but it's just been on steroids this year. So with that being said, I don't know about you, but I've fallen off track on my workout routine. Been a bit overwhelmed and affected by the energy of the world. I say it on an energetic level because I'm very sensitive to energy, but also on a mental level, just observing what's going on in the world. So with that being said, I am getting back into it, and I just want to bring anybody else along that is interested and needs a little bit of guidance with getting back into the swing of things with working out. So if that's you and you are interested in some workouts, a workout plan, this is what this video is for. Even if it's not December, you're welcome to go along for the ride. So with that being said, these are the workouts of the week. This is being posted on a Tuesday, therefore Monday is a rest day. So with that being said, the first workout for Tuesday is going to be a 15-minute walk or run. Okay, if you are walking it, that's pretty self-explanatory. Just start your timer, 15 minutes. If you're running it, go ahead and make sure that you use some sort of app or device to record how far you run. This is meant to be a warm-up run. It is not meant to be a sprint or a run per se. It's really a jog. So it's just 15 minutes of jogging, but do make sure to keep track of how far you ran. Okay? After that, you are going to do 3 rounds. If you do not have access to a pull-up bar, there are parks that are near you. I'm sure that there is a pull-up bar, or I would assume, okay, let me speak for myself. There are parks near me with pull-up bars. So if I didn't have access to a pull-up bar, that is what I would use. And if I didn't have access to a gym or something like that. So you can go to the park and do 3 pull-ups. If you do not own an assisted band, and you can't do a pull-up, I would do 30 seconds of hanging on the pull-up bar. And what this is going to do is it's going to give you some grip strength in your hands. And believe it or not, it is hard as hell. So 30 seconds hanging on a pull-up bar, or 3 pull-ups using a band, or if you can do 3 pull-ups on your own without a band, by all means go for it. But again, this is just the warm-up. Then you're going to do 10 push-ups, whether it's assisted or not assisted, scaled on your knees, or military push-ups, and 20 sit-ups. If you're doing this at a park, be very careful. Watch out for ants. I literally have ant bites on my butt right now. Not because I did it on the grass at a park, but because I went for a run the other day. I fell as I was running, tore my pants, the knees, but I laid on the ground because I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just fell. Laid in a pile of ants, and I'm like, ooh, there's something like pricking me. And then I realized, oh my god, I'm probably in a pile of ants. Lo and behold, I was in a pile of ants, and I have like 10 welts on my right now because I fell and then laid in ants and just enjoyed the scenery of the moon. So just be careful, watch out for ants if you're doing this at a park. Anyways, sorry, that's the mom and me coming out. Your first workout is going to be a 12-minute AMRAP, which means as many rounds as possible. So you're going to set the timer, then for 12 minutes, you're going to do 20 lunges. I would suggest lunging forward, not staying in place, but lunging forward and moving. Right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, Every time you lunge is considered 1. So it's only 10 on each side. Then you're going to do a 20-calorie row or bike. Again, if you're doing this at home, you don't have any sort of equipment like that, I would suggest doing a 200-meter run. So run out for a minute, run back for a minute. Then you're going to do a 100-meter farmer carry. A farmer carry is when you're holding something on each side and walking with it. So you're gonna walk with 2 heavy dumbbells. If you don't own dumbbells, get 2 heavy things. If you don't have anything that's like water jugs or anything like that, you can get 2 big books and work on your grip strength. Okay, so let's move on to Wednesday. Wednesday, we're gonna start off with just a 20-minute run or a 20-minute walk. Again, keep track, if you're running it, keep track of your distance. If you're walking it, try to move a little bit quicker. Make it more of like a speed walk, not just a walk like you're walking in a park. Start trying to incorporate a little bit of intensity into those walks if you're deciding to use those warm-ups as a walk. Then we're going to go into a test. Okay, so for this test, we're going to be working on sit-ups and push-ups. So for 1 minute, you're gonna set a timer. In all seriousness, you're going to see how many sit-ups you can get in 1 minute without stopping, to the capacity of you not stopping. Then after that minute, you're going to write in your phone the amount of sit-ups you got. And then you're going to go straight into 1 minute of push-ups. If you need to go on your knees, that's perfectly fine. Just in your notes, write on my knees so that in the future you will know if you were on your knees or if you were able to do military push-ups. So then for 1 minute, you're going to do a minute of push-ups. You're going to write that score down, and then you're going to do it again, but 30 seconds of sit-ups and then 30 seconds of push-ups. That is the extent of the test. We just want to know how many sit-ups you can get in a minute, how many push-ups you can get in a minute, 30 seconds and 30 seconds. Ideally, your score for the sit-ups and push-ups should be half of the amount of what you got in the first round. So if you get 60 sit-ups in the first round, you should be able to match that and get 30 sit-ups in the second round. Kind of looking for consistency in that. All right, that is your warm-up and test. For Wednesday's workout, it is going to be a chipper for time, meaning you just kind of check off each one and then you're done. You don't have to go back around. So for this workout, it is going to be for time. When you start, you are going to start a timer and you're going to do 50 calories. You can pick either a bike, a rower, and if you don't have either of those, you're going to do a 500-meter run. Again, the best app to make sure you're doing the proper distance is to use the Nike app. In my opinion, that is the best one to be able to start and stop and tell you how far you're going. Next, you are going to do a 40-second hold on a bar. So you're going to set a timer, hold for 40 seconds. Try not to drop. Try to hold on as long as possible. It's awful, I know. And then you're going to do 30 air squats, 20 stepping up onto something. And if that's not safe for you or you don't have access to something like that, you're going to do 20 lunges. Ending with everybody's favorite, 10 burpees. Okay, so that's Wednesdays. Wednesdays kind of got a lot going on, but it's all good. You can do it. After that, it's a walk in the park. All right, moving on to the next workout, which is going to be Thursdays. You are going to do a 30-minute walk or run or jog. Okay, this is your warm-up. So again, set that timer and pay attention to how far you are running or jogging when you are doing this. If you are still walking at this point, I want you to incorporate a little bit of jogging, okay? Unless you have an injury or it hurts you to run, I want you to incorporate a little bit of jogging into it, okay? When you are walking, you're going to be that much more grateful when you're walking because you're going to be, at least I'm not jogging right now. So by a little bit, I mean maybe set a timer for every 5 minutes. Have your timer go off and then run for 60 seconds. This is what I used to have to do when I first started running, okay? So this is what we have to do sometimes to motivate ourselves, because believe it or not, when I first started working out, I hated it. And sometimes I still do, actually. I used to have to force myself to exercise. Kind of feel like I'm still in that game right now, but at least I have years of experience of doing it. So if you're hating this and you're pushing yourself, props to you. Unfortunately, we're in bodies and our souls need us to work out so that we can stay healthy and happy. Anyways, okay, that's your warm-up. Then you have 4 rounds for time of 10 box jumps when you're jumping onto a box. If you do not know what that is, do not do it. Do 10 step-ups. If you don't have something to step up on, you can do, I would say do 10 lunges. Make it 20 lunges. But if you know what a box jump is, do 10 box jumps and then 50 single jump ropes. If that's too easy for you, you can do double unders, if you know what that is. If you don't, scratch it, just do 50 single jump ropes. You're gonna do that 4 times for time. Write your time down. Even if you don't plan to share it with anybody, write your time down. And let me tell you why. It creates a sense of accountability. Again, going back for myself, just speaking about myself, I'm in this phase of like not wanting to compete, not wanting to share my scores with people, just needing a sense of finding that love for working out again. And as much as I'm not planning to necessarily share any of my numbers with people, not because I'm embarrassed per se, but just because my mindset isn't there to compete. For me, part of like sharing my numbers before was a sense of comparison, competition, and I think I had a healthy outlook on it. But because I'm not in that mind space, I just want to keep that to myself. But I do see a value in writing your numbers down because it gives you a sense of accountability to yourself and what you're doing. If you're not there yet though, there are times and spaces where you're just so happy you did the workout. So if that's you, that's cool too. If you can push yourself to at least write your score down, please do so. Okay, Friday's workout. I love this rep scheme of 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. You're going to do 50 jumping jacks, 50 sit-ups, 50 air squats. You're gonna go back and do 40 jumping jacks, 40 sit-ups, 40 air squats. Same thing for 30, 20, and 10. And if you're like, Terri, that is way too much. What are you talking about? Like, this is too hard. Cut it in half. 25 jumping jacks, 25 sit-ups, 25 air squats. I do not know you, okay, from Adam. This is a video on YouTube. With all these things, you need to evaluate the situation and evaluate within the workout, hey, I overshot this. This is way too hard for me. I need to scale it down. I need to change it up a bit. That is perfectly acceptable. I do not know you. You do not have a coach staring at you while you're doing this workout. You have to be your own coach. You have to listen to your body. So as much as I'm writing these workouts, every workout needs to be scaled and changed for the individual. Some of you might be like, Terri, this is too easy. This is not for the extreme athlete, and this is not necessarily for the beginner. So if you are an absolute beginner when it comes to working out, then feel free to modify and change the workout for you. Okay? Let me just make that very, very clear, because 1, I don't want anybody getting hurt, and 2, the goal is for you to be successful. There is no shame in changing it up and making it doable for you. If you do any of these workouts, you should feel very successful and happy after doing it. Yes, it's going to suck, but you did it, okay? So just keep that in mind. And then Saturday or Sunday, you choose, do a 3-minute run or a 3-mile run or walk. Again, if you're still walking and you're able to push yourself, set a timer for every 5 minutes, run for a minute, and then walk, or pick a time frame that is going to work for you. Okay, with that being said, I hope you worked out last week, did more than you did in previous weeks throughout this year. I know I did. I personally worked out more last week and did more running because of what I created for the week. So that is a success. I'm going to be honest with you, I did not do all of the workouts. So it is what it is. It's a new week, and it is important to just stay mindful in the fact that we do not have tomorrow. We only have the present moment. So I hope these workouts are a blessing to somebody out there and that it helps get your butt back moving. Have a blessed day. And if you do any of the workouts and you do want to share your times, go ahead and put in the comments down below what your scores are. I'm actually the most curious about Wednesday's test. So if you do the test for the sit-ups and push-ups and you want to put that and share it in the comments down below, please go ahead and do so, and have a great day.